is to take ownership of the organization. And we believe that if they take ownership of the organization and understand it, then the foundation is strong. But we also don't, we know that we've been working with big projects and big funding, but we also don't want them to have that type of thinking and understanding. We want them to do very basic activities at first, and implement very simple services within their own communities. And it could be something as simple as just helping somebody who's in need, a neighbor who is in need. This could be done in the way of forming these members, volunteers come together, they form a group. As per the National Society policy, voluntary policy, the volunteers are expected to only carry out activities 4 hours a week. So the idea is then for them to either do it once a day, just for the whole week, just take one day and do the activity, or separate it into 4 hours throughout the week, and then assist somebody within that community. The idea is also for them to identify on their own the vulnerable people within their community. We shouldn't be the ones identifying vulnerable people for them, because they know they will live together with the people. And then to motivate them under the principle, the Red Cross principles, to do this on a continuous basis. But as they are growing, we will have to support them as a branch by visiting them, guiding them to say that these are the fundamental principles. We work under the principle of voluntary service. We don't really pay our volunteers allowances. We work under the principle of humanity. We work under the principle of unity. These are all the principles. So the idea is for the staff to guide them how they will operate, and just keep them under the principles of the organization. So it's a very, very, very simple and straightforward basic idea, is to get those members and volunteers, get them to understand what the Red Cross is and what it stands for, and that it belongs to them. And then after we get that understanding from them, is to get them to identify whoever is vulnerable within their community, and without requiring a lot of resources, try to assist in a very small way. So if they are saying, no, we will plow the field for this person, they shouldn't be thinking of getting hoes and shovels from the office. They should be thinking about what can they use to assist that person immediately within their community. And we think that ties in very well with the principle of voluntary service that the Red Cross is known for. So that's the basic idea with the community mobilization. And the thinking is that if we have a group of volunteers and members that are doing this in each and every village, then that will make a much more sustainable, impactful difference within their communities. And once these groups grow from strength to strength, we will just continue supporting them in whichever activity they have identified within the community. So that's the thinking with the community mobilization strategy. So and then we also know that that's our foundation, that's where the strength of the National Society lies. Even if the funding stops one day, then we can always have people assisting their neighbors or their vulnerable in that community. So that's the thinking with the community mobilization strategy. How does it sound to you guys? Is it? I know sometimes you have to think with the project head as well, and then now there's a new proposal that is so different from the project head, where we go to the rescue and we help the community members. Now we are expecting the community members to help as well. So I'm very interested in what your thoughts are with this new type of with this new approach that we're undertaking.
Personally, I think it's a great idea. But then are we actually thinking in broader terms now? Am I thinking of, am I putting myself in that hungry man's shoe? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Can that person understand what I'm really trying to tell them or show them? That's the type of thing that I'm trying to say now. If we put ourselves in these people's shoes,
yeah,
it's fine. On the ground level, where we say help your neighbor, so those are the basics.
yeah.
But then I will look at the bigger picture of now things where we say the support, there is support in terms of now. Maybe I can go back to the money source.
Yeah.
Now we have been helping a lot of people, and then it just stops.
Yeah.
That vulnerability becomes something big. Yeah. So now a person that comes and say, you know, what we're trying to do is when somebody is in help, go and help. At the back of their mind, knowing that they were eating and there's no food, you should ask yourself now, is that person really going to help? That is now the question mark that I'm having in terms of now. It's a very good pitch, but are we looking at it in a bigger term?
That's a very. Do we have any thoughts